This time, we will craft all of our mechanism stuff. Hello there, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This Greg Tech blast furnace is, pretty awesome. But is the absolutely wrong product to make steel with, at least in this mod pack. If we're playing All the Mods Gravitas, which is the All the Mods mod pack using Terra Firma Craft as its base, this would probably be great. Since in Terra Firma Craft all progression is gated, this would be fine, it taking 90 seconds to make a piece of steel. In this mod pack, however, I could just use this metallurgic infuser and make steel in a fraction of the time, especially once we upgrade this to a factory block. So while it was fun doing this, it was really a waste of time, as was this, although I'm gonna see how else I can utilize this steam stuff because I do like steam tech. But now we have a bunch of steel, we can start making our steel casings. How many can I make here? I'm gonna need more glass. What I'm gonna need is I'm gonna want precision sawmill. The chemical injector requires a purification chamber, which requires an enrichment chamber. This should be all the rabbit holes too. Combiner, osmium compressor, a crusher. We have out here the metallurgic infuser and enrichment chambers. I'm going to need more metallurgic infusers. We need one for carbon, one for diamond, one for... I don't remember. Okay, we're going to need one for redstone, one for refined obsidian, one for carbon. I know we're going to need one for diamond. Yep, one for diamond. That's 4. And then we could probably make an extra one for everything else. As you see, biomass, gold, tin. I saw fungus in here. So yeah. So we're going to want 5 of these. At least. And that's just for the infuser. And then once we start upgrading them, I think some of them needed a infuser for upgrading. Not that one. Maybe not. But okay, so we're going to want... I already have 1. Only need 4 more. Alright, so that's the 4 metallurgic infusers. We're going to want 1 precision sawmill, which is going to require some basic basic control circuits, which need redstone and osmium. Then we're going to need refined alloy, which are diamond and infused alloy, and infused alloy is redstone and iron. So yeah, I'm going to go craft up all these bits that we're going to need. There are quite a lot of them. Going to... I think it does 5 at a time. Yeah, going to enrich these into obsidian dust so I can fire them. This is more efficient. 9 will give me 12. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Going to infuse some stuff. I need to get rid of the excess carbon, and then we'll be back once I have all the little bits done. That should be about everything. I realize I'm missing 1 cobblestone from this, but this should be just about everything to make up one of each of the items we need here. Let's just grab all of these. Okay, so first let's make an energized smelter first. Then we can make our crusher, our osmium compressor, not condenser. Make our combiner. It's going to require the elite circuits, which require advanced circuits. So we're going to want 2 of those, which we then combine with 2 of those. I was on the combiner, right? Smelter, crusher, compressor, combiner. Got it. Next, for the purification chamber, we need enrichment chamber. So purification chamber needs enrichment chamber, and the chemical injector requires an enrichment chamber. So we're going to need 2 of these. They don't stack. I keep making that mistake. Going to require another 2 of these. That's the purification chamber. Then we want the chemical injector, which is going to require these again. Oh, I'm out of diamond. Yeah, okay, I miscounted apparently. Let's go make up another set of... Oh, I almost put that in the wrong spot. That needs to go in there. Those. Alright, that's gonna run for a minute. And then we will be able to make our chemical injector. Oh, I had extra. That doesn't hurt. Let's make up that. And next we need the precision sawmill. We got that. And we have 1 extra because enrichment chamber. Have an enrichment chamber there. I don't need to craft up another. So we'll just store the excess for now. Okay, so we've got those 7 done. Now we're going to need some basic tiers, upgrades. We have the 4 in here, plus the 7 here. That's 11, plus these 2 is 13. Can I upgrade a heat generator? No. Okay. This I don't think I can. So I need to make 13 of these. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Could have sworn I had enough. That's 11 of the upgrades. You know what? That'll be enough for now. The rest are pretty easy to make, so I can always come back and make more. Okay, so what these do... Metallurgic infuser, 1 input slot for this bar, 1 input slot for product, and 1 output slot. Shift click it on. Now we have 3 input slots for product and 3 output slots. And we can change auto sort. So if I put a stack here, it will automatically distribute across the slots and run all of them in parallel. It of course does take more FE per action. So you're going to drain faster, but you get more done at once. And so we've got an upgrade for almost all of our products now. And now we can look at making our mechanism room back at SGC. What we're going to want is some sort of power cable for mechanism. I know there are. Well, at least I know the power cables that work here. Basic universal cable. That's pretty simple. What's the advanced one take? Advanced is just the basics wrapped around an infused alloy. It's a pressurized tube. And there are... those are pipes. Elite logistics transporter. Logistics transports transport items. The basic power cable, basic universal cables transport power. So we can do facades work with these? I'm sure we can get something working with them. All right, let's craft some of these. That takes more basic control circuits. You know, let's craft half a stack of those cables. Grab these. Upgrade them. Gives us some advanced. Carries a lot more power than I can generate, but that means that we're just future-proofing a little bit. And like I said, I need to make some more of these, which require osmium and redstone. I'm just going to let that run. And then might as well put the infusion factory down. So I can do this. Hit auto sort on. You see what it does. And then once we have some redstone, pop that in. And they all run. Of course, like I said, it will eat power for breakfast. So, yeah, we have enough to make 3. And then it's out of power. But I only really needed 4, so it's not that big of a deal. And let's make some of these. All right, there we go. So now we have our power cables and we have our item cables. We have all of our blocks that we'll upgrade to factory blocks shortly. All right, so I will start collecting the resources that we're going to need to actually build our factory setup. Then I got to figure out how I'm going to lay it out, and I'm going to probably need to make more of those solar panels. And we can make an advanced solar generator. Actually, that's not that much more expensive compared to this. Yeah, okay, we'll just make an advanced solar generator then. And then we'll head over and actually get started on designing our factory room. All right, so we have our bank of metallurgic infusers. And as I said, we're going to have one for redstone, one for diamond, etc. and so forth. We got our precision sawmill, so we can saw, well, any wooden product. See, chemical injector, enrichment chamber, a second enrichment chamber, combiner. Right now, these blocks are just to, place them on. We'll run cables under them in the future. Energized smelter, our crusher, and our osmium compressor. So that gives us one of every main factory block. Pretty sure. Let's just upgrade all of these. And those two, and then I'm out of upgrades. But just like with the infusing factory, this gives you three input slots, 3 output slots for everything. Of course, it takes much more power. We can craft up energy upgrades in the future. Here, speed, energy upgrades, muffling so it doesn't make as much sound, and the stone generator. So yeah, speed upgrades and energy upgrades. I should probably bookmark those two. Speed and energy just requires glass, gold dust, and infused alloy, and speed is osmium dust as opposed to gold dust. And then you can add mufflers because these do make a lot of noise when they're all running. So we're going to run power and these logic tubes. I was thinking power on the back and logic tubes on the bottom. So probably do this first, and then I'll see about adding. I should be able to put. I'm blanking on what they're called. Facades on front of these cables. If not, we could always use the panels instead, and that way this is all hidden. You don't have to see the cables. And then I am pretty certain, where's the tool I'm looking for? Tech. I do not have. I don't have it. Okay, it's a mechanism wrench, I believe. Mecha tool. The configurator. Pretty sure this is what I need, and this will allow me to configure things like these logistic tubes so that they only input what I want where I want. So we'll figure that out in the future. Right now I'm just going to run these power cables. They will all have access to power. And then go into free cam quickly. Going to want to. Oh, that's actually very convenient. I'll run power out and I'll stick the solar generator right here. I do believe the higher up in the world it is, the more efficient it is. I don't remember though. So we will just do this for now. It needs a bit more space. All these swanky dressed zombies coming at me in all gold. There we go, and that will provide power. So let's just button this back up as best I can. And now that's producing power, and if we run back inside, we'll see that our mechanism product factories are going to be slowly charging up. And they're actually getting power equally distributed, it looks like. So that's it's convenient now. It's not gonna matter later, but for now that's pretty convenient that they'll all power up at the same time. All right, and just to test these cable facades, we need to make a nether quartz cutting knife. So we could then take something like copper there, make some cable anchors. That will give us a cable facade. If I put that there, will this facade... Okay, the facade does not work on the mechanism stuff. Wasn't sure if it would. And since that's the case, we'll just have to resort to using the panels, like I said. Panels are from here. And actually, this doesn't work as panels. It needs to be the vanilla light gray. And now these will stick out a bit, but it does hide. Yeah, that'll be fine. I should have done this before, but we'll do it now, and we'll make a configurator also. But we should make a basic energy cube to store all the energy we're making from our solar panel instead of, you know, just letting it waste. This basic energy cube, it holds 4 million. So I think that's a pretty decent buffer for what we need. We're going to need 2 of these. I did just make up... it's pirates. I did just make up 2 new... Sorry, I did just make up a bunch more infused alloy. Was that redstone I'm missing? Yes, it is. Do I really not have any? Oh, wait. I know I have extra redstone right over here. And I'm going to have to take care of those pirates. They came at the worst possible moment. And one of those. Okay. Let's go deal with these pirates. South. East. This way. I did make myself new armor. It's not the best armor, but it's at least armor. Should make sure this is set to harming arrow. Oh, they are right there. Problem is, these guys will continuously respawn until you take out all of their spawners. Okay, I'm in their ship. I know there's one in here. Oh shoot, I'm gonna die. That's a major problem. So we've already lost one of our knights, and that's 2. These pirate attacks are far too powerful. I mean, you saw how many pirates there are. There are literally 30 or 40 already attacking my village. And that knight's about to die. Because he stands no chance against 4 knights at once. 4 pirates at once. Hey, I'm a ghost. You're not supposed to be able to attack me. That's 1 down. That's 2 down.
I'll be back.
Another one up here. That's 3. And there's one on the forecastle also.
I'll be back.
That should be... And there's another knight dead. Every knight I own, employ, is now dead. That's it. Next thing I do is we are building walls around this entire village. I'm not seeing any marks for pirates, but I'm also not seeing this being over yet, so... Well, if they're gonna raid me, I'm gonna raid their stores. I don't know, I think I got everyone, but... not seeing anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like a third of my colony. Okay, well, you know what? I'm taking their ship. Okay, this raid must be bugged because I've been running around for half an hour. My villagers are still telling me that they're being raided, but there are no pirates. The colony's being raided, but there is no one. I've explored every nook and cranny. I did not check my house. No, there's nothing. So I think I'm gonna have to restart the game. None of my cows looked like that before. That's a later problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart because there are no raiders, and yet it says I'm still being raided. And that fixed it. Yeah, don't know why, it just wasn't acknowledging that I had defeated the raid. And so the raid was sticking around and all my colonists were hiding because of it. I didn't mind wasting 1 full day to the raid because, well, colonists died, so none of my colonists would do anything today anyway. But 2 days? No, now it's actually affecting the colony again, so fix that. Now I gotta wait for my Undertaker to maybe bury them. Of course, he couldn't go out and collect their headstones because they died before their headstones despawned before he got a chance to pick them up. So I don't think he's going to have quote-unquote found villagers who died, colonists, so none of them will get gravestones, which means none of them have a chance of being respawned. Yeah, new task. We are building walls around this entire thing with only 1 gate in and out, and it's going to be heavily defended. I don't care if I have to move the walls constantly. I'm getting tired of being raided and them doing massive damage. So if I can build a bottleneck where they all have to go to, then I can defend that bottleneck and the colony will be safe-ish. And my forester has been very busy collecting all the wood. In fact, she's been chopping down fruit trees on me. Now that she's got a proper Paxel, she's just tearing apart everything. So I'm good on wood if I want to build a palisades around the entire colony. That's gonna be next week's task though. I think I'm done for this week. Oh, you know, we crafted those things quickly. Let's go over, test them out on SGC, and then we'll call it an end. So I crafted the configurator and a basic energy cube. We're going to replace, oh, not that one. I want to replace that one. There we go. Now that will provide power to everything. If we throw the configurator in there, that will get power. And now, go back here. That will push. That will pull. That's none. That's normal. Okay, and then we can configure these, their outputs. Can I... Wrench mode? What does wrench mode do? Wrench mode picks it up instantly. Got it. Okay, well, at least we can pick up and change these piping as we need. And this is filling up with energy quite quickly. All right, and with that, we're done for today. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you've had a wonderful day. I'm flustered. See you next time. Later.